bitches? What's going on, guys? Welcome to say everything everywhere. No, welcome to One Up Level Up Gaming.
There you go.
This is a gaming subject.
Yes,
welcome
it
to
is.
One Up Level Up Gaming. And I am joined today by No One Cares About Druckman.
Yes, hey, how you doing, everybody? How you doing? You know, I was going to stand here and look like a jackass, so nobody take pictures of me, but it's okay.
Oh shit! But that's a topic we're going to get into right after this one.
Oh yeah.
So today we are discussing the Hogwarts Legacy, the beauty of Hogwarts Legacy, because they have succeeded in selling over 22 million copies. 22 million copies.
That's right.
And how much did Baldur's Gate 3 sold for the year of 2023?
How much?
Baldur's Gate 3 sold. Hold on, let me
Game of the Year?
Yep, Mr. Game of the Year sold only. Wait, hold on. Let me give you the correct numbers.
Watch it be like 10 million.
So get this. Okay, so Baldur's Gate 3 sold 7.5 million copies.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. 7.5 million copies. Now, this is as of December 1st, 2023. So, what does that mean?
That means that a certain game got robbed of Game of the Year, but a certain RPG got robbed of Game of the Year.
Yep. Let me pull that up for you guys over here on the screen.
Boy.
Let's look at the statistics over here. Look at that. Baldur's Gate 3 sales could exceed 7.5 million copies, given that it was completed by 1.3 million players. Compared.
Jesus.
Compared to the 22 million copies sold.
Wait.
That is
22 million copies sold, right? And then what?
And then this is December. Baldur's Gate 3 could exceed 7.5 million copies. Could exceed. Now let's see the statistical actual numbers.
I just read it, so yeah. Jesus.
So let's look at the actual statistical numbers. So let's see. Can you guys see it there?
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, websites that track game ownerships on the PC store platform Steam have greatly varied estimates for Baldur's Gate 3 selling ranges between 5.46 million and 27.07 million copies.
But
within
that's
that range.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
So they're not giving you the statistics of how much they're truly going. Turn-based game Baldur's Gate 3 sold 22 plus million copies versus Final Fantasy 16 4 million. Wow, really?
Yeah, plus it didn't do well. I bet you when it comes on Steam, I think Final Fantasy 16 will do wonders.
Oh, okay. It makes sense. That makes sense. So they're saying that it sold 22 plus million copies, but other places are saying that it sold in between that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's a weird statistics to how they have it.
Yeah.
But it is confirmed that wait, let me go to the next one.
There you go. Let me drink some tea on that one. That's some tea right there.
That's definitely tea worthy. But it is definitely confirmed that Hogwarts Legacy did sell over 22 million copies.
Yep.
So Warner Brothers execs brags it's the best-selling game of the year in the entire industry worldwide, and they have a right to say that. I mean,
oh yeah,
they really have a right to say that. I mean, they worked hard for it. They completely worked hard for it, and I enjoy it. I personally haven't had a hand on Hogwarts Legacy, but I know Mr. No One Cares About Druckman down on the bottom knows his thing about Hogwarts Legacy because he has streamed it, he has played it. And what are your thoughts on the situation?
I know we don't have all day to be here, but I'm going to keep it short and brief. That game is amazing. It looks beautiful, especially for my computer. It don't need to be that powerful to play it, which is great. Mm-hmm. You do need a RTX.
RTX?
So, yeah, because even on low setting, it looks amazing. It plays smooth. The world is amazing. Hogwarts. If you're a huge fan of Harry Potter and want to see the ins and out of Hogwarts, perfect game. You learn different spells from going to different classes. You meet friends. You fight trolls. And the version I got, I can use dark arts early. So
excellent.
I haven't fully gotten to the story because I got caught up with other stuff, but doesn't mean that the game is bad. I definitely love how big the world is. Like even outside of Hogwarts, just walking into the town, Took me about a good 5 minutes, and it's massive. You definitely need a broom to fly around. I recommend everybody play it. I think I'm proud of myself being one of the 22 million.
Hey, yes, you are indeed part of that 22 million copies sold, which is good because it's a statement, right? Like you're having fun with it, and not only you, I'm pretty sure 22 other million people have fun with the game. This game was perceived as a very unique style, but because a lot of people wanted to shit on J.K. Rowling, a lot of people were like, yeah, we're gonna shit on them, or people that said, oh, boycott this game, and they were like, no, we're not boycotting this game. Fuck you. We're gonna play it regardless. So what happened was that, well, J.K. Rowling, even though has maybe part of the Harry Potter universe,
Yeah,
but it has hardly anything to do with the game. So reflection of the game and the person individually,
yeah.
they went ahead and said, okay, we're gonna play this game. We're gonna hate it, but then and people ended up liking it. People ended up loving the game instead of hating it.
So you can say that JK is rolling in money right now.
Yep, JK is rolling in the dough.
Money, yeah, right.
But it's freaking awesome though. I'm actually proud of it because it shows the karma behind it. You know, like you're over here shitting on a game you haven't played, but yet when people play it, it's like, oh shit, this game is really good. Why wasn't it in the freaking awards show?
I wonder why. No major gaming awards did any nominations for it. I think Steam was the only one that did something for it.
Rightfully so, because Steam is one of the places where it was generating that money in. It was definitely getting a lot of good results from Steam, and of course from Xbox and PlayStation as well. But the majority was Steam-based, PC-based gamers that had fun with Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes, I wonder why PC gamers really love Hogwarts. I mean, it's not like you can mod the game or nothing like that.
Yeah, it's not like you can mod the game. Like, come on now. Yeah, it's not like you can have more fun with it.
Yeah, one thing I will say about the game though, the customization is really good. There is a bit of like, I'm not gonna say woke, but there's a bit of like, you can make a character. It's not a game breaker, I promise, or anything like that. And it didn't stop me from jumping in the game, but the fact that you can make a male character and give him a female voice and vice versa. You can make them It's not a game breaker. It's like it's modern day stuff. Who cares?
Yeah, it's modern day. Like even fighting games do that. Soul Calibur did that as well.
Yeah.
You can create a female character with a male voice. You know.
Yeah.
That's normal stuff. That's stuff that people have fun with.
But it wasn't inclusive enough for people, so people boycott the game. Which, pro tip, by telling us to do that, especially when we know you're not going to make people run away from it. People are going to buy it more.
That's right. That's right. And that's exactly what happened. People ended up buying it more. People were like, all right, we like the game. Like, what? People got great reviews off of it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Let's take a look at what this article is saying. Warner Brothers Games has announced that the Harry Potter action RPG Hogwarts Legacy sold over 22 million copies by the end of 2023. Wow, that was by the end of 2023. Yep. And roughly 2 million of those sales over the December festive period. So 2 million within the December month.
Yep, I got mine.
But it's not. Oh, so you definitely are part of that.
Actually, no, I got mine on Black Friday. As soon as I got this new laptop, I bought it. Yeah, but I got a good sale on it. Yeah,
nice. Black Fridays and Cyber Mondays are always the best time to buy a
digitally
console or game.
Yeah,
online. Digital stuff is beautiful, especially Steam. Oh my God, the sales, which someone here can clearly explain to you that Steam is an amazing.
We don't got time for that.
To buy games.
We don't got time for that because I was back on it again. If those who don't watch the Game Plaza, I was back on it again today. And I was this close to getting the entire Mega Man collection. But we're gonna,
Hogwarts, yes.
Yeah.
We're roughly 2 million sold, but it's not just the units sold that I am so proud of. It's just that it's delighted the fans so much. And that's true. It's not just about the million copies sold. Like you can sell 25 million copies, but if the game is shitty, the game is shitty.
Yeah.
It's the fact that the game was actually good and then proceeded to have fans over the game. You know, the people that wanted to shit on the game in the first place ended up loving it. And it's like, wow.
Here's,
Okay, cool.
here's the little secret.
Hmm.
People that goes and complain and bitches and moans about games and movies that doesn't go work in their favor or their agenda, they don't buy shit.
That's true.
They don't put their money in for it. Money speaks volumes. The reason why other certain movies and games fail is because they're not putting money into it. You want to put all these extra stuff in there. Once again, I mentioned it on one of the podcasts. Who talks about Alan Wake 2?
Nope. Nobody. Crickets talk about Alan Wake 2.
It won awards. It did this, but who's talking about that game? The game came out with like September.
Yeah. It came out roughly 2 months before the awards. Oh yeah, a month for awards. Yeah, you're right.
Nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy, people are still talking about it.
Yep. And it came out in February. Okay, guys. It came out in February.
People
like Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, exactly. Hogwarts Legacy is February 22nd, I believe, that it came out of 2023. And then it has every right to win an award or at least be nominated because it was around long enough for people to play and be like, yeah, this deserves an award.
Word of mouth.
Yep. Word of mouth. That is so crazy to me. Haddon is possibly gushing about the game. It brought Harry Potter to life in a new way for gamers where they could be themselves in this world, in this story, says Haddad. And I think that's really why it resonated so well and remains the best-selling game of the year in the entire industry worldwide. That's a position that typically is held by one of these incumbents sequels games, and we're so proud that we've been able to break into the top ranks, which is true. Well, normally a sequel would break a lot of records because if the first game is good, you're going to anticipate the second game.
Yeah.
And then with this one, it was a Hogwarts Legacy game where you can become a Harry Potter or a sorceress or whatever you wanted to become with.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. You don't even like the Harry Potter is like the universe is so cool and so interesting that you don't even have to mention Harry Potter to be like and still get love. Like this game takes place hundreds of years. Let's say almost 100 years before Harry Potter was even a thought.
Okay.
So it takes place 100 years, like in the 1800s. So your character is long dead by the time Harry comes around.
Right.
If you go by actual age. But you care. It's like a game that you care more about the universe, the world, than you do this one character, and that's good. You don't need to be focused on like, oh yeah, Harry Potter got to be in it in order for me to play it. No, it's just the lore and the universe and the school, and then you learn more about the difference. I learned playing that game. There's I know about the American school, but there's a school in Africa that they talk about in the game.
In the game.
In the game, yeah.
Wow. So you learn more about Harry Potter lore in the game than you do in the actual movie.
Well, technically, Hogwarts. I mean, there's the whole universe and how there's more than two schools out there.
Right. We just focus more on the two schools because of the movies and the books and stuff like that.
They mention it more, but in the game, I was like, what? They were in Africa? Oh, okay, cool.
That's actually pretty cool. It opens up the universe and expands it. And that's something to look forward to. I mean, that's probably why it's so. I mean, I personally haven't. I'm not a Harry Potter fan because I haven't really got into it like that. But I do love the aesthetics of having to pick a school and be a sorcerer or be as powerful as as a Harry Potter coming up. And I feel like that's something that's you can be confined into because it's like, okay, I can be a sorcerer just like Harry Potter when he comes back in the future or whatever, but for people like me that haven't experienced the lore, that haven't experienced Harry Potter like that and going into the game, I feel like it's amazing. That's an amazing start because it's like, okay, I can be a sorcerer, cool. And then it'll probably get me into watching the Harry Potter movies, so it's good. I'm happy that they did that.
I will say this for anybody that's unsure about the story. Do I need to play? Do I need to watch the Harry Potter movies, the Fantastic Beasts series? No, you don't have to. because, like I mentioned, it doesn't talk about Harry Potter or the wizard, the wizard with the scar. It doesn't mention anyway. It doesn't mention on Voldemort. None of those people. Like, not even any teacher that was in the original, they're not there. That's why the setting being in the 1800s worked, because it can pull you into the universe without you being like, okay, I gotta watch all these other movies. No, like you said, by playing the game and seeing the world and seeing what happens and seeing how everything goes, it gets you interested. Like, oh, maybe I should watch Harry Potter and see what these movies are about. Maybe I should watch the Well, you can just really watch the Harry Potter movie. You don't have to really about Fantastic Beasts. Fantastic Beasts, if you're like, okay, I'm curious. Is that great? But
yeah.
Just watch.
I did see the Fantastic Beasts. I did see that in theaters. I did, and mind you, I had no idea it was part of the Harry Potter universe, bro. I definitely went into the fucking Fantastic Beasts because I was like, yo, okay, this shit looks actually pretty cool. Like, this is his own IP and all this other stuff. At the end of the movie, I'm like, wait, this is Harry Potter related?
Yeah.
This is before Harry Potter?
Yeah. The teacher that helps out Harry Potter, he's young in this one. And they kind of retcon, they're not retcon, they kind of like canonize the fact that he's gay in the series. People were like, what? Why?
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
But honestly, as I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Harry Potter head. Like, I'm into the series because my ex was into it and we watched it and everything like that. And I kind of like I stopped at a certain point, but I continued on. When I finished it, I was like, oh, this is so good. This is so good. Because one thing, okay, not to sidetrack from what we're talking about here, but the thing about Harry Potter that makes it interesting is one of those movies that grows up with you. Each movie gets darker. The first movie starts light, colorful. You get introduced to the world, da.
Right.
But as you like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but you'll see how it gets darker every movie. Like, not color wise, element wise,
but story wise, right?
Story wise, yeah. Like, they dive into some real shit, and I'm telling you, by episode 7, you're gonna be in tears.
Damn. Shit. Okay. Damn. Yep. Because that was the only thing I saw, the first movie, and that was it. I didn't get to see any other movie after that. And
take your time watching it.
Don't get me wrong. I definitely love the aesthetics of the Harry Potter universe. Yeah. Every time I see something, like I go to Disney World and Disneyland and all this stuff, and I go into the rides, and I'm like still dumbfounded because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I like it.
I understand.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I like it. So it just, I just haven't had the chance to sit down and actually, watch Harry Potter, but I know for a fact that playing a game where you can be part of that universe definitely seems like a great idea. Yeah.
What
else we got here?
Like I said, if you play the game, you don't have to worry about it, but you will be interested in all the nooks and crannies of the school, like finding the little secrets. There's like plenty of secrets to find. Like I'm just like, I just started like really getting into it. And like, I still haven't found. I may be like 3% in the game.
Jeez, wow,
it's a lot to do. Because mind you, and then what makes it so cool is the houses. Like, whatever house that you pick. So okay, let me be a little nerdy here too. I didn't go into the part. So if you are a huge fan of the Harry Potter series and you are part of the Pottermore thing, whatever house that you have in the Pottermore. Like, if you're a Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, or Slytherin or Hufflepuff, whatever class you have there, you automatically get that as your character. So
that sounds interesting.
Everything, the animal that is supposed to assist you, the wand, all that goes with you. So yeah, that's the shit. That's awesome. And then the little details is the houses. When I first learned about the game, watching the trailers, they show what each house is like. It's not the same generic houses. Each house looks different, and it represents the house perfectly. Like the color, the aesthetic. Like Hufflepuff, beautiful yellow. It's more it has more like nature, because that's what Hufflepuff really is. They're more about nature. And like you see the Slytherin's like more darkish, but it looks cool. Like, it's just like every house was like beautiful.
Damn. Okay. Damn.
Listen,
So they really put attention to detail in this.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes, they did. I didn't. That's just like I said. That's just the tip of the iceberg to all the good stuff you can do in that game. I'm not even saying about the Pokemon aspect where you collect animals.
No freaking way.
Exactly. And then, like I said, there's a dark art area where you can fight villains and use like powerful dark magic against them.
That's crazy.
Like an arena, like a battle arena.
That's beautiful. Fucking shit. Wow.
So you're gonna be.
I've got to see that.
Oh, so you're gonna be 20 million plus one?
Yeah. I'm gonna be part of that 22 million copy.
Yep.
Pretty soon.
I recommend, like I said, for you not being into a Harry Potter, I think it would be good for you to just play it. And like, I think you would definitely enjoy it. Like, it's not, you don't have to worry about it being too kiddie. It's not. Mm-hmm. It's definitely not. Like, without spoiling it, somebody dies in like the first like 5 minutes of the game. Somebody gets murdered, like straight up murdered. Like,
that's funny.
So, like, it ain't kid friendly. That one,
not kid friendly.
Oh my. So yeah,
that's freaking awesome. All right, cool. All right. So the next thing the article says that this does make Hogwarts Legacy an exceptional commercial performer, even though the critically acclaimed and top-selling Elden Ring didn't outsell that year's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That's odd. Like, Elden Ring did not outsell Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I mean,
think about it. Yeah.
I mean, Call of Duty has many years ahead of.
No, not even that. It's a shooter. It's an annual shooter that everybody knows about. Elden Ring, only a select few people like that game. The Souls game. It's not
the Soul type
everybody.
Game, right?
Yeah, it's not everybody type of game.
That's true. And honestly, that's what I thought Hogwarts Legacy was going to be, a Souls type of game.
Thank God.
Yeah, I think that would have crazy that out.
People would have loved the shit out of that. You talking about?
No, yeah. But for the casuals out there,
nah, they would have fucking hated it.
Yeah, I mean, like, Liza P is nowhere near as hard as an actual Souls game, but yet people are complaining about that.
Why?
It's exactly, and it's really good. Like, that's my introduction to more of a Souls game, and then I can move over. You know, that's
what. You gonna play Sekiro?
I dabbled in it, but never really got into it. I want to. Don't get me wrong. I want to play Sekiro, but haven't dabbled in it. So that's my actual. Liza P was my official Souls-like kind of game that I've actually played through long enough.
Oh, okay.
But Warner Brothers shared a bunch of fun facts about the game, with Haddad emphasizing many players have gone through the game multiple times. Collectively, they played for 707 million hours, 819 million potions, harvested 1.3 billion magical plants, rescued 593 million magical beasts. That's what you were talking about too, right?
Yep.
And defeated 4.9 billion dark wizards. Holy wow.
Yep.
Jeez, okay, so people are definitely getting busy on that one.
Yep.
But the only number that really counts is that sales figure, because it means Warner Brothers is now looking at Harry Potter with even more dollar signs in its eyes than before. It has already announced that an upcoming game based around the wizardry world spots of, I don't know how to pronounce that, Quidditch?
Hold on.
Quidditch?
Yeah, Quidditch.
Quidditch. A little bit like rugby played on broomsticks, which is currently in beta. Oh, really? So is that like rugby type game that they play?
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have any particular announcements on exactly how and when Quidditch is going to come to the market, says Haddad, but we are working to get it designed in a way just to delight fans. That's awesome. That's pretty good that they're introducing more Harry Potter stuff. Now, then Haddad says there's a series of other things coming that will let players be part of this world and stories and characters in deeper and deeper ways. There will also certainly be a Hogwarts Legacy 2 at some point after this performance, though that would be a long way off, and it would be no surprise if the Warner Brothers suits are currently running around green lighting everything that has the word Potter on it. It would be interesting. Don't get me wrong. Hogwarts Legacy 2, it would urge me to play Hogwarts Legacy 1 because
If my
it did
wallet
so
was next to
well.
me. Yep.
Oh shit. And I had a bunch of more to say about franchises and people consuming content, but this has been Warner Brothers' game direction of travel for some time now. And yes, it's driven by the idea of live service offerings. One potentially interesting thing had it says, though, is about the keeping live games launch with new content and large launching new content. I'm not familiar with large launching, but presumably he just means like a big launch campaign. Warner Brother Games has said previously there are no plans for DLC or expansions with Hogwarts Legacy, which is pretty sad. But those sales figures and the length of time it will take to develop any sequel must have the executives licking their chops at the possibilities, which is true. They should consider it. I didn't know it didn't have DLCs. So you're talking about a game that has no DLC, sold over 22 million copies, and was the outselling game for 2023 in general, and it didn't have paid DLC. It didn't have anything like that to back it up. It's just a straightforward game.
The only equivalent to DLC was the digital deluxe edition, which gave you the dark arts arena. That's about it, and like the dark arts costumes and stuff like that. That's about it. There's no other DLC, which it really doesn't need because the game is so massive. You don't need any DLC for it.
Makes sense. It makes sense. Because a game so big like that, you're like, all right, what's the point of having DLC? Everything's still being explored. So PCG Reviews said Hogwarts Legacy is Harry Potter's Arkham Asylum moment and best video game this series has yet produced.
Facts.
Admittedly, most of the previous efforts were movie tie-ins, which is true. I did play the PlayStation 2 versions and PlayStation 3 games of Harry Potter, which were so freaking horrible.
What, the Call of Duty?
Yes. Despite a big online fight over whether or not it was okay to play the game because of its links to Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling, Hogwarts Legacy was generally well received by critics and players and currently sits with a metric of 84 and an average user score of 8.5.
Which is perfect.
And that's amazing to me. And again, we ask everyone, why wasn't this game nominated instead of Baldur's Gate 3? Or, no shit on Baldur's Gate 3. I'm pretty sure Baldur's Gate 3 is actually a really good game. But Hogwarts Legacy, being that it came out in February of 2023, and still decided to be like, nah, we're not going to nominate that game. And I think there's too much controversy behind it. Yeah. There wasn't that much controversy behind it. Everyone was like, J.K. Rowling was the only controversy that was, holding the game back. But then everybody was like, fuck you, we're not boycotting this game. We're going to play whatever we want to play. And then next thing you know, they played it and they were like, oh shit, okay, this is good. Yeah. So that's the end of the article. What are your thoughts on it?
You saw me do this now. It's that question. I was taking off the Game Plaza hat and briefly putting on the Everything Everywhere hat because it does fall into that territory. Why the game wasn't pushed? Because it didn't follow the agenda. Oh, sorry. The creator, the author, the person who spoke facts and about certain things, she doesn't follow the rest of the people. In terms of people, so a lot of people was like, "Oh, you should boycott the game because she's offensive to certain." And she didn't say anything wrong. She didn't say anything that you wanted to hear. And for the sake of Game Plaza, I won't say. I just I'll dabble at it.
Right.
But it's because she didn't fall into line. There it is. What they wanted her to do, so they wanted to boycott the game. But like I said, the people that was complaining and bitching and moaning are the ones that don't buy shit. So who cares?
True. Very true.
Like the movies that fail too, y'all don't buy shit. So you don't go to the movies and watch it. So, Clara, you don't have the money to go watch it or go buy it. So yeah, you can't complain.
That's true.
And then the same people that they're working in the industry that's activists, that got to sit there and be like, oh, we're gonna boycott the game because it doesn't give the message that we wanted to give, so we don't give it awards. No, it's 2024 now. No one really and truly anymore gives a flying fuck about these awards.
Yep.
No one cares.
You're
South Park
absolutely
did
right.
it best when they did the comedy awards. It's a participationship award, and that's only for them. It ain't for us.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
They don't. It's a disconnect from the fans of the series in Hollywood or whatever the companies are. It's disconnect because a lot of times when they do the user reviews or user awards, it's always different from the game that they pick.
That is true.
Perfect example: 2022, Ghost of Tsushima came out. Last of Us Part 2 came out. Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year.
Right.
But the user award, Ghost of Tsushima won.
I see.
So they don't go hand in hand. So people don't give a shit about awards anymore. If it wasn't for me doing Game Plaza with you guys, I wouldn't have done the award. I wouldn't have watched that shit.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. It's because it's already done. It's a done deal. We know what they're gonna pick. It's predictable now at this point in time.
Oh yeah.
The fact that Spider-Man didn't win an award was that kind of blew my mind. To be quite honest, that's the only thing that shocked me about the award show is that Spider-Man didn't win hardly anything, and I was anticipating Spider-Man to be like, "Oh God, here we go, Game of the Year," and then I didn't think about Baldur's Gate because I'm like, it's Baldur's Gate. Who cares about it? Everybody keeps on talking about Alan Wake 2 and fucking Spider-Man 2. No one was talking about Baldur's Gate 3 like that. So I'm like, that's one thing that shocked me was the Game of the Year. Kudos to them. Kudos to Baldur's Gate 3 because they definitely deserved it.
Yeah.
Aside from Spider-Man 2, which we're not going to get into, and Alan Wake 2, which we're not going to get into, but Baldur's Gate 3 top notch deserved it.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like still Hogwarts Legacy deserved a chance to be in the Game Show Awards. But like Dark King said, it's true. They're not gonna cater to us. It's not our position to do it. No. So but that's what it is. It is what it is, unfortunately.
But once again, it goes back to what I said just now. The between the fan base and the companies. Now look, Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate is another game that deserves the flowers that it got. It deserves it because a lot of people are mad at that game too because it didn't put the woke stuff in it. It was more focused on story than it was the message.
Right.
So it deserves its flowers too. I will not sit here and disrespect Baldur's Gate 3. Like I'll make jokes about it during the Game Plaza, but I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit it. It deserves it. It deserved to win.
Agreed.
But the disconnect here is too is because of the fact that if Hogwarts was up there, Hogwarts would probably have won half those awards.
I agree.
No doubt. It would have definitely won best RPG. It probably would have won something else like best music because even the soundtrack sounds good. It's whimsical. It brings you into the world. It's so I'm not fanboying here about it. It's just being honest. It's so good. Like it deserves the respect that it does. And the thing about it is money. Like I said, sorry, long way short. It shows people put money into this game.
True, and it shows.
It shows people put money into this game. It's so like hotcakes. And I mentioned Alan Wake. That's no excuse though, because Call of Duty can come out. And Call of Duty can sell millions of copies like that overnight. It used to do that.
Yeah.
True. You hear Call of Duty, or even like 2K, when it first was popular. It came out, millions of copies overnight, over the weekend. Oh, it made 7 million copies. Da-da-da. Now it barely struggles.
Yeah.
Like
it barely tries to because people don't even go to like midnight releases anymore or do anything like that.
Why? I can download it digitally.
Exactly.
I'm not getting stabbed in my neck for that.
Your midnight release for a PlayStation 5. Congratulations, you just got stabbed.
And I got a PlayStation 5. I paid for it. Get the hell out of here.
Midnight release, guys. Not even fucking afternoon. Midnight. You know how dangerous that shit used to be.
You know how bad it was with the midnight releases in my old neighborhood? They did it at 9:00 at night.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat 11. When I got my 2 copies, they did it at like the only time I went out for a console was for my Switch, and luckily my GameStop was like about a block away, like about 3 blocks away from my house.
Yeah.
Like, but you talking about a brother running to the back to the house, because I had the Switch, Nintendo Switch. I had the gray one, and I had the big ass Zelda box for Breath of the Wild.
Funny.
So when I got the bag, I was like
he's like
I was every piece of the corner. I was like this. Like
the king was like, my name is Barry Allen.
And I'm the fattest ass alive. Like I was gone, bro.
Oh shit.
Like,
that's
like I said,
funny.
my neighborhood was quiet though. That's the only good thing about it. Like I wasn't in Bed-Stuy. Like Canarsie is not that bad. Like in terms of like, especially where I was at, it was like Wally lit. You don't have to worry about somebody like. But now walking up the street to go to my old block,
as long as you're not on Atlantic Avenue, you're good.
Oh, even my old GameStop I used to work at, like the one on Fulton Street by Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Oh my god!
On the A train line? Are you kidding me?
Yep. I remember those days.
I'm calling Uber.
But hell no. Oh my god. Yeah, mine was fairly close. Like other than that, hell no.
No, you don't go for a midnight release on a console. Fuck out of here.
Hell no.
Unless you got a car, you're crazy.
And even that, so you better have that car locked once you step out, because those motherfuckers will be coming into that car waiting for you.
It's like the episode of South Park where they were fighting over. It was an episode where they were fighting over energy drinks. And one of them had a whole ton of them. And said, "Yeah, Mom, stop the car!
Like a car!"
Yeah, that's how it's going.
Oh hell yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so midnight release is not a fun thing to go to. When I used to work for them, I used to hate it.
I bet. I freaking bet. I know. I can imagine. It's crazy because I used to always want to work at GameStop. Before I started working at Amazon, I always wanted to work at GameStop. But oh yeah, that's everything everywhere topic.
That's everything everywhere topic. Yes. I'll give you all the dirt. Like
yes.
I'll tell you how
that's
I got
everything
too.
Everywhere topic. Goddamn. Oh shit. Okay. You know what? We might do an everything everywhere topic later. But yeah, Hogwarts Legacy definitely deserves the 22 million copies sold, and I'm excited for them because it shows that the agenda didn't work.
No,
the agenda didn't work, and just because J.K. Rowling was involved with Harry Potter doesn't mean that you can't enjoy a game.
Yeah. I got something funny to tell you when we finish this video.
Oh shoot! But yes, guys. Yeah. Anything else you want to throw in, or?
Oh yeah, we definitely got to talk about this. This is a Game Plaza Plus. I love my username.
Oh yeah. No one cares about Druckmann.
I love my username because when reality finally sees what I see, a giant piece of turd, it's beautiful. Like seeing Neil Druckmann go to the Golden Globe Awards and just stand there like the giant turd he is, and no one takes a picture, and he looked awkward as hell. You knew he was embarrassed.
Like, oh my god, yeah. When you sent me that, I was just crying, bro. I was like at work, just like, what am I looking at? Why is he just standing there? No flashes. And then the memes behind it were even funnier because it made sense. We got people checking their cameras, like, I don't know if I want to take a break. Like, who are you?
Who are you? Yeah. Who are you? But here's the thing. This is the world he wanted to be a part of. And you see how the world treat him, right?
Yeah.
You sacrificed a whole bunch of people's jobs.
Yeah.
You changed up. You did nothing. You did nothing with Naughty Dog since he became president, except made a TV show.
Yeah,
which is what you wanted to do. You wanted to be in Hollywood. Now you're in Hollywood. No one gives a fuck about you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that this would be a name that would be shown, it honestly would have said no one gives a fuck about you, Neil Druckmann. Actually, Cuckman. It would have been Cuckman. But you don't want to put that up there as if me saying it. You can censor it, but me putting it here, you can't censor that. I'm sorry.
That's true.
It's annoying to censor this, but
yeah.
But yeah,
that's funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie, that was funny as hell.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That was karma at its finest, to be quite honest with you. Karma at its finest, because the agenda that Neil Druckmann had for Last of Us and Last of Us 2
Uh-huh.
and the TV shows. That's obviously Everything Everywhere topic, but Last of Us 2 game we can talk about here, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it was just a agenda driven narrative that he just decided to just spread, and then all the bullshit behind him got to him. You know,
Yeah.
like he went into it was a Golden Globes that was in, or what was that?
It was the
Golden
Globes.
Globes, and he just no one wanted to take a picture of him. Like, I didn't see any flashes there. The only reason we got that was because somebody filmed it on their phone. And who's this guy?
And I know he felt bad.
Yeah. But he did it to himself.
Oh yeah, and the thing about it, like, I don't care what anybody says. It's not even Everything Everywhere. It's a Game Plaza thing. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how much Chaotix try to convince me. I will not touch Last of Us Part 2 because I know exactly what he did. Just because the game is good or whatever doesn't erase the bullshit that the people do.
Right.
He tried to get channels taken out. He tried
because
to get channels
of reviews. Yep.
No, not even reviews. Talking about it. Showing gameplay footage, not showing pictures, just verbally talking about the leaks, which is not the people that did it fault. Security just don't know how to fucking keep themselves to their mouth shut. The computer's unsecured because it happened again. History repeats itself with Insomnia.
Yeah, it did.
But you were taking it upon yourself to do it and then blatantly tell people, like, brag about it on a podcast. Oh yeah, I did this. I got people to sit there, silence the people that talked about it. Like an arrogant prick that you are.
Yeah.
And you expect me to pay $60 for a game to support you?
Hell
the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that.
He's like, please support me.
Yeah, no, I'm not supporting you. Anything you do, anything Naughty Dog related, I'm not participating in. I don't put money into it anymore. I have not bought anything Naughty Dog related since.
That's good. That's really good. Yeah. Hell no. Well, you already know to not spend your hard-earned money on someone that doesn't care.
No, and
it's
that's the thing.
Sad.
Yeah,
I thought it was because of reviews, but you're saying because people leaked and stuff like that. It makes it even, worse.
Forget the fact that Joel died. It's like forget that whole thing. That was one of the hard because I actually was gonna I pre-ordered the game. I had the game ready. I was gonna get the digital deluxe edition, have it ready, play it because I was a huge fan of Last of Us. Like I love the first game. I love how it ended. I was okay.
Right.
And then like the whole thing with the bait and switch. When they showed the trailers, they showed that Ellie and Joel were going to work together.
Right.
But then when they found out that Joel died, a lot of people were pissed. And it's fair to say that people are pissed. Don't try to explain the story to me. And then you fuck up the story. You fuck up Ellie to build up Abby. Destroy two characters to build up one character. I don't like that. And in storytelling, I hate that. Don't destroy the original characters to build up. Now, what Nova said, and Chaos said a long time ago when we had the podcast, made sense. Joel did all these things. It was going to be some repercussions coming back to him. That's fine. But the way he got killed off was so just like, whatever. Like, okay. And he got spit on. And it's just like, just for shock value.
Like he didn't do anything in the first game.
He was a random NPC.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like I haven't played Last of Us 1 nor 2, but I do know of the story, and obviously because a lot of people post up, and from the story perspective, I can see why people would be fucking angry as hell when Last of Us 2 came out and they killed Joel off like that, because it's taking one of your favorite characters that you played with in 1, and then just spitting on them.
Yeah,
like it's like fucking taking your favorite character in any other series, and then here comes another person in part 2 and says, "Nah, he ain't shit. Step over. You're playing with me now."
They didn't do that with Uncharted 4 much, but they kind of downplayed his character. The fact that Uncharted 4 got changed up, the brother was supposed to be more of a villain. The fact that he's supposed to have a son, he's supposed to have a son. They changed it to a daughter. They changed a lot of stuff. It wasn't the original idea. Oh yeah, that's why I'm trying to suck at me. It's mediocre. And then Nadine was such a Mary Sue, like no get back, no nothing. Every time you saw Nadine in that game, she whipped your ass. Like
that's
no
crazy.
counter, no nothing. fucking like 100 pounds soaking wet can't take on 2 guys that throw her around. I don't care how good your martial arts is. I don't care how good your martial arts is. If 2 guys is trying to fight you at the same time, ain't no fucking way you gonna get the unscathed.
Yeah, true. That's true.
No way. You may be able to defeat them, but ain't no way you get through that unscathed.
Yep.
I'm like, get out of here. Please stop.
And that's in a video game, guys.
Yes.
That's in a video game.
But it's whatever. But on Last of Us, you know, I don't support it because of them, because of the Druckmann, and because of like, you know, the actions that he took. He got people fired.
Yeah.
He got people like he got like one person that was one of the writers for Uncharted, the original writer, got her fired.
Wow.
So he can take over the story thing to push Last of Us, and he is creatively bankrupt because that's the only thing he has. And to bring it back to numbers sales, what I heard. And this is, I mean, I'm gonna say the same thing like the person I learned information from, take it with a grain of salt. The amount of sales that The Last of Us Part 2 got was a quarter of what the original game made.
Wow.
So
Jesus.
So yeah, that's why they're doing all these remakes. Like nobody's gonna buy that. I don't know if it came out already, but nobody's gonna buy that remaster of Part 2.
That's my issue with remasters is that they don't even wait, bro. Like remastered should be something like 10 years and plus, not fucking 2 years and plus.
No,
it's like makes sense.
Here's
wow, let's remaster a game we just made.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
Here's the thing: you canceled a brand new title for the remake, for the remaster. I mean,
True.
You canceled in a whole multiplayer experience, and you took the rogue elements from that. Didn't even make it multiplayer. Just made it a single player roguelike thing and put it in the remaster. That's the only difference between that and some deleted scenes. That's it.
And that's it. That's true.
That's it. I'm not wasting my money on that.
Nah, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to waste money when you have better potential games out there than that.
Like Alan Wake 2.
God, Jesus.
But bitch ass mode. Hey, a new difficulty.
Wow. It's like one of the comments said underneath one of the video we did do about Alan Wake 2 New Game Plus was the fact that, you know, if they did do a paid DLC for a New Game Plus, that game would have gotten shitified beyond belief.
Oh, fuck
like, that would have been the next worst thing that they could have ever done. You know? So I'm happy that it wasn't a paid DLC when it came to New Game Plus.
Yeah.
But the fact that it still came out like 6 months after the game, it makes no sense to me. But The Neil Druckmann situation is funny as hell because it just shows his character. It just shows nobody really cares.
Nobody cares.
And at the same time, you know, we can all agree he did it to himself. Like it's patent. It's really it's emotionally said. But I'm just happy that we are able to see this and say we're not going to waste our money on this.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody tells me. Like there's a few things that I'm going to be stubborn about. Like if you're not going to show love to what I like, I'm not going to show respect to it. Like
correct.
I feel the same way about the One Piece show. I hear great things about it, but I refuse to support Netflix on that because of what they did with Cowboy Bebop.
No, it makes sense. As someone that's seen One Piece and seen Cowboy Bebop, the whole thing, I can honestly say, even though this is Everything Everywhere topic, but I can honestly say that One Piece was 20 times better than Cowboy Bebop. But because of Cowboy Bebop's and everything that else that Netflix has done, people don't want to see it because they've already ruined it so many times, and it's understandable. It's very understandable. Yeah, and when Netflix gets a really good show, people are gonna be like, "Yeah, whatever," you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything else because they would go to Everything Everywhere topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel the same way with my games too. If you're gonna sit there and talk shit about talk about us, or you're gonna sit there and try to be the message and the inclusive and everything like that. You don't have my money. I'm not going to support you.
True.
That's why I hesitate with Spider-Man because of that, because of what they did. And this is a teaser for another topic I want to talk about. But like a certain group that does things, yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll talk more about it after this, but yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
All right, guys. So we're done. We're done. Finito. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What are your thoughts on this Neil Druckmann situation? What are your thoughts on the Hogwarts Legacy getting the 22 million plus copies that it deserves? And then, yeah, just leave down in the comments down below. Let us know what you think. We are officially done with this conversation. We are done. Finito. Out of here.
Hold on,
Bye.
I got one thing to say. Hold on.
Nope, not yet.
I was gonna say, if you wanted to support my, no one cares, just put hashtag no one cares or abbreviate it next to your comment if you don't give a crap about Neil Druckmann for me. Just for me.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah, you don't care about Neil Druckmann, we got you.
So just type it in the bottom right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Hashtag that.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Yep. We are out. Have a great one, guys. Much love.